Hey ladies, this is Breanna from howtoblackhair.com, and I want to show you how to do Senegalese twist for beginners. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to watch me break down more hairstyles for beginners so that you can do them on yourself for free. One of my YouTube goals is to get my channel to 500,000 subscribers, and I'm more than halfway there because I currently have 382,000 subscribers. So click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's get started with these beautiful Senegalese twists. These are the hair supplies you will need to do your Senegalese rope twist extensions. To start off, you're gonna need rollers to add curls at the end of your twist. You're also gonna need a wide tooth comb for detangling. You will also need Hicks edge control to slick your edges. For this look, I use 5 packs of kanekalon braiding hair. Optionally, you may want to use a hair growth oil or hair grease for your hair. Now I have a small section left so that I can demonstrate exactly how to do these twists. And we're starting off with the blonde braiding hair because I want to make sure that you can easily see this style. So the very first thing you want to do is remove your braiding hair from your package, and you're gonna separate the rubber bands or the hair tie holders that's on the package of hair. Now what you want to do is make sure you locate the end and take a good look. Don't you see how blunt those ends look? You don't want it to look like that. What you want to do is actually do a technique that's called feathering. When you're feathering the ends of your hair, you're pulling on random pieces of the ends so that you can make the ends look more tapered. Because fresh out the pack, the ends are very blunt and straight across. This is gonna make it very difficult for you to twist all the way to the ends because the twist will abruptly end and it will cause the end to unravel. To prevent the ends of your twist from unraveling, it has to come to more of a finer point. So as you can see here, I'm grabbing pieces of hair that still needs to be worked on a little bit more by slightly pulling on it while my other hand is loosely holding the package. Now run your fingers through to clear any tangles so you can take a good look at how well you feathered the ends. And now to keep working on the rest of the hair, you want to make sure that you run your fingers through because as you were feathering the ends, you were basically creating like a tangling effect along the hair. So after running my hands all the way through, it's now time to begin cutting those loose ends. So I'm just going down at an angle to cut so that I'm not creating a blunt, straight appearance at the ends. Cut down at an angle. And this is how your package of hair should look. Now to begin twisting, I'm going to demonstrate on the section that I have here by dividing this into 2 parts because I have 2 twists left to do. Make sure you clean up the parts really good so that way wherever you choose to part your hair to wear your style, your parts look very neat. Now clip the rest of the hair out of the way with a duck-bill clip, and we're going to focus on this piece here. So now I'm just showing you all the way around that you want to have a square size. If you want other types of parting, then you can do triangle partings if you wanted to as well. Now I'm going to take some hair growth grease. You can also use hair growth serum if you wanted to. This is optional. You want to use a hair growth serum if you want to help speed up the growth of your hair. So what I'm doing is I'm smoothing this along my parts on my scalp, and I'm going to divide this in half in preparation of doing my twist. And I'm also adding some hair growth grease in the center of my part as well. So now these are your 2 pieces, and you want to make sure they're pretty much equal in size so that you have a very consistent twist. Now taking our light color braiding hair, I'm going to show you the amount of hair you want to pinch off. And you want the hair to be just slightly thicker in width as the hair that's on top of your head, so that way your twists don't look too thin or too thick. Now taking that direct center, I'm going to lay it right at the part where you see my scalp. And I'm going to begin twisting the side here that you see me holding. So now you're just going to place it there and use your left hand to hold firmly the other side as you prepare to twist your hair into the braiding hair. So as you can see here, I'm rotating this hair towards my face. So if you are facing the exact direction as me in relation to the direction I'm going, I'm twisting towards my face area. So now after twisting a couple times, you're going to hold with that hand, and this section here is going to begin twisting going away from my face. But if you were to twist this piece of hair off your scalp, both sides are actually going in the same direction, but you're going to twist in the opposite direction when you're actually twisting your hair. Another way to see exactly which way to twist is that one side that's untwisted will automatically start twisting on its own. Now at this point, that second area that we twisted, you're going to overlap that over top of the first leg that you twisted. So remember, you're gonna twist your right leg first and then your left leg the opposite side, and the left leg goes over the right leg. Now, as you see here, I'm twisting both pieces of hair opposite of one another and rotating the piece that's in my left hand over the piece that's in my right hand. If you notice that your twist is loose, I suggest that you start over and repeat the process, because once you perfect this twist at the top, you can actually create a perfect twist going all the way down. Continue to twist both pieces in each hand simultaneously as you overlap one over the other. You should see that it's not loose at all as you're doing this. It's actually tightening up every single time you twist and overlap, twist and overlap. One important thing that I want you to keep in mind is that you have to consistently twist both legs with the same amount of tension and pressure to make sure that the twist does not look lopsided. Now we're near the ends, and one side is a little longer and a little thicker than the other side. So you just pinch off a small piece of hair to the other side so that they're even in thickness and in length. This is very, very important in getting your twist to reach all the way down to the ends without unraveling. If one of your twists ends a lot sooner than the other, it's going to cause your twist to not be able to effectively be twisted down to the ends. And what's very important is the tapering. As you can see, the twist is getting thinner. This reinforces the strength of the twist so that it does not unravel. You want to twist that bad boy all the way down to the ends. When you're done, this is exactly how your twist should look. And upon letting go, your twist should not unravel. If it does, I suggest that you do your twist over again. So now as you can see here, I'm just holding it up to show you how well it tapers at the end. And now, as you can see here, when you don't twist too tight, you can rotate your twist in all directions. You don't need your twist to be extremely tight on your scalp. You just want to make sure it's firm and in place. Now for my second demonstration, I will show you on black hair, because you will pretty much probably be actually doing these twists the color of your real hair. So I'm going to show you as realistic as possible exactly how this twist looks, and I'm going to demonstrate the steps once again, just in case you may not have gotten it. So I'm laying a piece of my hair over that braiding hair, and I'm twisting this section towards my face. As you can see here, I'm just rotating it very firmly, making sure that my hair is greatly interwebbed within the weave. Now, as you can see here, as you're twisting, you're using your other hand to hold the hair down in place, and now you're gonna start twisting this section going away from your face. So that means my left hand is rotating the second piece going away from my face. So now after twisting this section far enough, that second section goes over the first section, and then both sides have to be twisted in the opposite direction before you overlap the legs. This is very important in preventing your twist from unraveling. You always want to twist each twist going opposite of one another and overlap the appropriate leg over the other leg. So as you can see here, I'm just moving the hair around so I can see how it looks, and you're just going to continue twisting all the way down. Now, don't mind if the twist is not extremely tight at your scalp. This is actually preferred when you're wearing Senegalese twist, is not to twist too tight, because this causes traction alopecia, which is so unnecessary. Tight styles don't last longer, neat styles do. So as you can see here, continue to twist in the opposite direction as you overlap the piece in your left hand over the piece in your right hand. Always smooth out your hair to prevent any lumps within your twist. And rotate each section in between your index and thumb, so that way it tightens before you overlap. Now that our twist is finished, you're gonna use your scissors to cut off the ends that stick out. The reason why you're gonna have ends of hair that stick out at the bottom is because you tapered your braiding hair. When you taper, all of the ends don't come at the same point. That's why you have random pieces of hair sticking out at the bottom. Make sure to be careful not to cut up too far up your twist, because you may begin cutting the ends of your real hair. So keep that in mind, because it may be easy to forget exactly how long your real hair goes. So I suggest that you only do this at the ends of your twist. Now that the twist is finished, look at how gorgeous it looks. With these simple but key techniques, you can create such beautiful Senegalese twists by only using braiding hair. And you can rotate your twist in all directions if you didn't twist too tight. So now that all the twists are installed, I want you to check out how gorgeous this style looks. So I'm just gonna do a spin around to show you how the twist looks once they're fully installed. At this point, you're free to go if you wanna leave the ends straight, but I have some cool techniques to show you, so stay tuned as I teach you how to curl the ends of your twist. As you curl the ends, what you want to do is grab a chunk of hair, about 4 to 5 twists if they're about this size. And you're gonna grab the ends of your twist to make sure they all go at the same point so that you can curl the ends very effectively. Wrap the ends around the rod, and once you wrap the ends, you're then gonna wrap the remaining section around the ends and then roll your way up the rod so that you can effectively curl all the way down to the bottom without it unraveling. And this is how you should look right before you dip it in hot water. Now slowly enter your twist into the water, and you're just gonna leave it down there for about a couple of seconds, and you're gonna do this to release air bubbles. Now after taking it out, try to drain as much water as you can before putting it on your towel. And then you're just going to press to release all of the water and to help release the steam from your roller as well. Now when you unroll it off your curler, be sure to do this part very gently, because if you don't, if it's snagging and pulling, it's gonna cause some of your Senegalese twists to unravel because the twists are so worn. Now use your fingers to run your hands through the twist to release them individually, and then you're just gonna use your scissors to clean up the ends. So now this is how it should look, and now that all the curls are finished, check it out. Look at how beautiful it looks. It just added that slight touch of jazz to the style. I absolutely love curly Senegalese twists, and I just want to show you how much more fuller it looks at the ends, being that the ends were tapered. So now it's time to style up these edges, honey. What I'm using is just a little bit of my favorite edge control. I have like so many favorite edge controls that it's not even funny. But for this look, I'm using Hicks edge control to actually style up my edges, as well as using a small tooth comb. But hey, if you would rather use a toothbrush, then I'm perfectly fine with that, just as long as it's for your edges, all right? But for this look, and for many of the looks that I like to do, I always like the look of the small tooth comb. That's why I use a small tooth comb to add just that touch of style to my edges. So as you can see, we didn't even need to use much product because we barely have as much edges left out. So a little later, I'm gonna do the other side. And this is exactly how my edges look once I finish both sides. As you can see, we got some little cute waves going on, which I love. So now, ladies, as you can see, I got a high ponytail going on here with those edges looking slayed. So now I'm just gonna spin around to show you how gorgeous and simple this style looks with such a beautiful, classic high ponytail style. The very first thing you want to do when creating a high ponytail is using a small patch of hair to first determine exactly where your placement will be. This is very important so that you can smoothly create a high ponytail without the extra fussiness. What I mean by that is because you just finished installing your twist, your scalp may feel just a little bit sensitive, so you don't want to pull or maneuver your hair more than necessary. That's why you first want to predetermine exactly where your placement will be and then smooth your twist into position so that way you can effectively create a high ponytail. Be sure to also rotate in one hand over the other to give your shoulders a little bit of rest if it takes you a little longer to actually create your ponytail. So now just further smooth all of your twist into position so it's very flat and smooth so we don't have any kinks. And now I'm just going to show you how it looks all around as I get ready to put it into a ponytail. So now at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and put this hair into a ponytail. And because of the size of my ponytail holder, I only need to loop it around my ponytail once. If you have a large headband or large hair ties, then you wanna loop it around maybe about 2 to 3 times. The thing is, you don't need your ponytail tight because I'm gonna show you how to tighten it up a little better to create a slight banded effect at your ponytail. But for now, just loop it around once, and I'm gonna show you this little trick that I like to do with my high ponytails to make them just a little bit tighter. So now I'm just spinning around really quick to show you that's exactly where you want your high ponytail to be for this look. Now at the very back, I'm grabbing anywhere from about 5 to 8 twists, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it very tightly around the band of my ponytail. This reinforces the ponytail holder without actually needing to tie it too tight on my head. So very tightly, I'm grabbing the twist and I'm wrapping it around the very start of my pony. And then I'm slightly twisting the ends, and I'm gonna make sure to use a bobby pin to pin it at the very back of my ponytail. And this technique also gives you a slight lift to your high ponytail so that it's not flat at the top. It has that slight lift at the very top of your pony. And now with your hair in position, this is definitely a super cute and easy style that you can wear with your Senegalese twist. Ladies, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if so, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel to see more videos and hair tutorials for beginners. Also, I'm getting ready to post some amazing hairstyles next, so if you don't want to miss it, be sure to turn on notifications. And until then, I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.